Hello everyone, today I want to break down how much money you need to live in Tokyo for a month. Basically, I'm just gonna break down my own expenses, so your mileage will vary. Okay. First of all, is rent. I'm living close to a tourist spot, so I think it's relatively expensive at 90,000 yen per month. But I know someone who has to pay more than 100,000 yen living in the same area I live in. I also know someone who pays less than 50,000 yen, also in Tokyo, and he got a like 1 LDK setup. In my apartment is only a what they call a one room, so it's like a studio, like you put everything in one place. There's no room, there's no kitchen. There's a place for me to cook. I can show you right now. So this is where I cook. Like it's not a kitchen. For the guy who pays only less than 50,000 yen per month, he has to walk 30 minutes to the nearest train station. But if you ride a bicycle, it will be, I don't know, 15 minutes. And if there is somewhere you can park your bicycle next to the train station, I don't think that's gonna be a problem. So next is utility bill. So my water bill in March was 3,400 yen and my electricity bill was 8,300 yen. 8,300 yen is quite expensive, and I think that's because I turned on the AC almost every day. I think back in March it was the average temperature was still at like 10 degrees Celsius, and for me 10 degrees Celsius is already cold. I think in summer it will be better because personally I don't like turning on the cooler, and also my gas bill was 2,400 yen. Almost all Japanese companies will pay for your transportation expenses from your home to the company, of course, not your personal transportation expenses. But there's a catch. The distance between your home and the company has to be more than 2 km, which I think is very easily achievable, because if you have to ride the train to your company, it's definitely going to be more than 2 km. But for me, because I live near my company and sometimes I just want to cycle instead of walking to my company, and because the distance is lower than 2 km, I have to pay for my own parking fee. So that sucks. But the parking lot I use only costs me 100 yen per month. I mean per day. So I think that's okay. And sometimes Saturday and Sunday I'll go out. So on average I may spend like 3,000 yen on transportation. Right, next is food. Now, it's very difficult to tell you how much you need a month for food because it really depends on what you eat. And it's also very hard to quantify, like if you buy a pack of 2 kg rice, I don't know how long it's gonna last you, right? But with that out of the way, let me just talk about how much I spend usually. So if I eat out, I have a target of eating something lower than 1,000 yen. On average, I pay 900 yen for a meal outside. And if I cook myself, I think the cost will go down to like 500 yen. So for breakfast, I only go to 2 places for breakfast. The first place is a bakery in Matsuya department store, and they sometimes do sales. I still don't know when they do sales, but if they do, they will sell 3 types of bread for 650 yen. The second place I go to is Summit-do. And if I go to Summit-do, I only buy one thing for breakfast, which is this. This pack of bread costs only 100 120 yen or 130 yen. And you can pair those white bread with like a jar of peanut butter. And I think it's like 350 yen. And this can last you for like, I don't know, 12 or more pieces of white bread. Summing them all up, I spend around 55,000 on food. I forgot to mention about my phone bill. So normally I pay 1600 yen per month and it gives me 20 gigs of data. And if you're wondering why it's so cheap, it's because I was just young enough to join a plan that is only applicable to people under 20 something. But if I call someone or if I pick up a phone call, it will cost extra. So if in that month I didn't pick up any phone call or I didn't call someone, then it will be 1600 yen. But if I did, then the bill will start to accumulate. So I think like on average maybe 3000 yen. And of course there are also other kinds of groceries and clothes and like buying snacks, but I will not include them in this video because they are not regular expenses. Interestingly enough, I don't buy snacks often. I buy some Pockies and Pretz and then they can last me like half a year because I don't eat snacks that often. And also clothes, like I don't buy clothes regularly. Bringing them all together, it's around 165,000 yen. There is definitely room to save more money. The first thing is definitely electricity bill. I think I have to turn on my AC less, and also I can chip out more on food. I spend 900 yen on average, but there are a lot of places that you can eat cheap. For example, you go to Yoshinoya, like a gyudon, it's only like less than 500 yen. But the thing is, if you chip out on food, you usually have to sacrifice variety and health. If I just don't want to eat gyudon every day, right? So that's it for today. Let me know what you think. How much do you spend a month? Subscribe for more videos on life in Japan, and I'll see you next time.